missing 411 files the FBI won't release. This isn't a ghost story. It's real. Between 1970 and 2016, over 1,200 people vanished inside U.S. national parks, and the FBI refuses to release most of the case files. No bodies, no traces, not even signs of struggle. It started small solo hikers, campers, hunters, but soon entire families began to vanish. Rangers said they'd find clothes neatly folded beside rivers, or boots placed side by side like someone just walked into the air. When journalists asked the National Park Service for missing person statistics, they said they didn't keep a centralized list. When a private investigator requested them under the Freedom of Information Act, he was told the files were classified due to national security. A researcher named David Paulides mapped every case. He noticed something chilling. Most disappearances happened near boulder fields, caves, or areas with strong magnetic interference. Dogs refused to track the scent. Compasses spun out. Radios died. In 2004, a park ranger accidentally recorded what he described as human screams, echoing for miles. But no human lungs could hold a sound that long. The audio file was seized by federal agents the next day. The ranger quit his job and disappeared 6 months later. A volunteer rescue team formed in 2010 former soldiers and trackers. They went off the grid for 2 weeks near Yosemite, searching for answers. When they returned, all the original soldiers had vanished. 2 remaining members refused to speak. One deleted every photo from his camera. The other said only one thing before leaving the project forever. We found something, and it found us first. Declassified files and whistleblower reports describe strange lights, hovering discs, and unexplained aerial phenomena at the sites of most disappearances. Witnesses claim glowing humanoid figures moving through the trees. Not human, not animal. Some of the missing were later found disoriented, with faint circular marks on their wrists, and no memory of what happened to this day. The FBI refuses to release the full missing 411 files. And those locations? Rangers warn their teams to avoid them. Some say the forest doesn't just hide people. It hands them over to something else. And once it starts, it doesn't let go. The 1979 UFO crash that never made the news. In 1979, something fell from the sky in New Mexico. People thought it was a meteor, but soldiers came before anyone else and took everything away. A rancher found a huge crater and metal pieces that hummed like electricity. When he touched one, it burned his hand through the glove. Locals saw strange lights in the sky for days after the crash. Cows were found with small holes behind their ears, blood drained. Black trucks came that night. Soldiers told everyone it was a weather balloon, but one man recorded them loading something big covered in silver tarp onto a flatbed truck. Years later, a cassette appeared online. It had a man's voice, a scientist, saying, "It's not from Earth. It's alive." The audio was deleted from every website within 24 hours. 2 men from the crash site were hospitalized with radiation burns. They told nurses they saw small gray creatures being taken into trucks. In 2013, a retired colonel admitted the U.S. found a craft in 1979. But it wasn't just metal, it was growing, like a living machine. Then he stopped talking. Whatever fell in that desert, it changed everything. And maybe the reason no one talks about it is because it's still out there waiting for the rest of its crew. The mountain that wasn't on any map. In the summer of 2009, 5 hikers from Norway, Lars, Emma, Tobias, Rune, and Eric set out to climb an unnamed peak deep in the Scandinavian wilderness. Locals called it Stillafjell, the silent mountain. No birds, no animals. No GPS signal. Past the first ridge, it's like the mountain swallows sound, Emma says nervously, laughing. At 1,800 meters, the hikers' compasses start spinning uncontrollably. The air smells metallic, like burnt wires. That night, Rune wakes everyone he hears. Clicking noises outside the tent. They step out with headlamps. The snow around them is covered in perfectly round holes, steaming faintly as if something hot had landed. Maybe meteorites, Lars whispers. But footprints appear small, deep, and leading uphill into the fog. The next morning, they find a cave entrance, half buried under ice. Inside, smooth walls carved in spirals that seem to move when stared at too long. In the center, a metallic object, half melted into the rock. Emma touches it. It's warm. Suddenly, cameras flicker. GPS dies completely. A low humming fills the air, vibrating through their bones. They run outside, but the mountain looks different. The valley below is gone, replaced with endless white fog. Lars checks his camera. It says they've been inside the cave 3 days, though only 15 minutes passed. A silver disk descends silently through the clouds, beams melting the snow beneath it. Only one camera survives. Footage shows Emma standing alone, whispering in a strange, monotone voice, eyes glowing faint blue. Behind her, 5 thin metallic silhouettes move fluidly. Rescuers later find the tent frozen solid. Emma never returned. The last thing recorded. It's not a mountain. It's a doorway, Satellite images show a perfectly round crater where Stillefell once stood, glowing faintly at night. Birds avoid the area. Compasses spin near the rim. Locals swear they hear whispers in Emma's voice, carried by the wind. "They're still inside," the old fisherman says. If this story made you think twice about what's really out there, hit subscribe. There are more truths waiting to be uncovered.